Hello everyone, and it's a video because this is part two to the how to get out of silver and maybe why everyone's in silver and bronze and whatnot. Yeah, reiterating. Yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens when everyone feeds on your team, and I just want to keep reiterating on that. You can't do anything because look at me, 13, 9, and 17 Graves overpowered. My basic attack does like 600 damage and crit. That's three hitting most of the team, or four hitting most of the team. That's not even using any of my skills. But I digress. That's me losing that is one player. One player made me lose that game. Not my whole team. The other three people on my team were fine. That one player made me lose that whole game. And it was a normal. Yes, it's not as important as ranked. But just take that one person and apply it to every game, and that's exactly what happens. This is exactly the reason why people 90% of people are in bronze and silver. It's not because of the whole team. It's
It's
one
because of
person.
one motherfucker being stupid as fuck, thinking that he knows better than anyone else on League of Legends, and get your fucking team destroyed every fucking game.
All it takes is one person to get caught out, one person to not engage in a team fight, one person to just be stubborn or be an asshole or not listen or do this and do that. It's not because I suck. It's not because most people suck. It's because there was that one, two, even three people who are just stubborn, who are bad, who don't know what to do, who don't know what to build, who've never played a character, who don't know any characters in the game, who don't know, who just don't do what they need to do properly. And this game is not. It's not that I'm getting mad. I'm not. I'm taking the game too seriously. It's just that I'm going to
You don't
lose.
play the game to lose. If you're not gonna fucking play seriously and play your best, don't fucking play ranked.
This
That's
is
all there is to it. If you got a team that's decent, all you got to do, even if you think you're about to get a kill, as long as you don't want to feed, just run away. Just run away. Don't keep trying and trying and trying, thinking that your life steal is going to make you overpowered. Okay? If you're in and you got a bunch of other people on your team and they're not there, you probably shouldn't be there.
I don't think you're
Stupid
Superman and
freaking people.
going. You're Mega God there and going 1v5. It's not working. It doesn't happen
It's
like that.
one thing to be Leona and Graves and go against a Varus and a Soraka and maybe a Yi because I'm Leona. I got 3 stuns. I can do that sort of shit. But it's not a good idea. If you got any worry in your mind that you might not be able to come out of that fight, TYA back to your turret. Message for all noobs. TYA to turret.
Yeah, just people just don't know. It's just like I'm losing a lot of faith in this game because I'm losing because of one person. Every single game in here, I might not be super fed in these games, but it's always that one person that, oh, let me just sit on the sidelines, like in this game right here. Oh, Master Yi just wants to farm at full build 40 minutes in. He's farming 40 minutes in and leaving us the team fight, and Vi is just CCing me, and Ari's just getting burst down by the other Ari, and Vi just comes and kills me, and they have no damage, and then he's just sitting there farming still, doesn't come to protect our turrets. He tries the back door, and just one person comes back and kills him, and it's just, and I'm like, Yee, just if you team fight with us, you'll be fine. Leon, all Leona has to do is stun, and you just focus down, fucking
The whole
Varys.
team.
Yeah, that's it. All you have to do is Q, and they're all half health. And I ulti, they're all dead
Dead.
or practically dead. That's it. That's all we have to do, and we just clean up after that.
But nobody wants to follow the tank. That's the problem. If you see your fucking tank going in, follow that motherfucker. Okay?
Just
If
follow up,
all
man.
of you are there and your tank turns around, your ass better be on a fucking on a dime. Just zoop, gone back in the other direction because a tank can't do shit by themselves. A tank ain't gonna initiate unless he gonna get 2 or 3 assists. Okay? Don't go in without your tank. Do not go in if your tank's already almost dead. Just say sorry, I didn't see you go in.
Like, like it's just I don't know. It's just a huge, and then everyone wants to. And then another thing I see is everyone's ready to blame. Like, all right, here's an example. I was playing Nasus one game,
Mhm.
and there was an Akali, a gold 5 Akali top. Gold 5 doesn't mean shit to me, but it
Fuck
was just
no.
an Akali top, and I was Nasus. Number one, Akali is is a lot stronger than Nasus early game. Tell you that right now. Nasus has no early game, none. Number two, the jungler
Opinion.
wasn't ganking me. Number three, she was free farming. She was just bursting me down. She just had that gap closed and just bursted me down. She just voided me, voided me, voided me, and then automatically everyone's like, "Bro, you're bad. You're such a bad Nasus." Da 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 da. I'm like, okay, I had no ganks. Akali's a mid laner. She's complete burst. She doesn't even. She throws like I don't know what it's called, but she throws like this little like axe at me.
It's a comma.
Yeah, that comma or whatever, and she just jumps to me and bursts down half my health, and I get no ganks, and I'm sitting there getting called, oh you're bad, da 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 da. I'm getting killed under tower and whatnot, and it's like, oh yeah, you're a bad Nasus and you suck. I'm like, are you serious? And
How
half of
much
them,
farm did you have?
I had under 100, like 15 in.
What about stacks on your queue? How many stacks on your queue did you have?
Probably like 80.
Oh, then that's pretty damn good, dude.
15 minutes in,
It's like an extra bloodthirster.
15 minutes in,
Mm-hmm.
that's really bad.
No, I mean for just having stacks. Like 80 stacks is fine. 80 minion farm would suck, but 80 stacks is pretty good. At 15 minutes anyway, that's an extra bloodthirster at
Well,
15
if at
minutes.
50, well, that's horrible. That's horrible for Nasus.
Okay, well, everybody who's listening right now, I don't play Nasus. I main support. Okay, so
Yeah, but I mean, like, just think of okay. So how do I like put this on to your understanding? Okay,
if
let's
you're
just say
playing Sona,
I don't know. It's just like if you don't have at least 100, if you don't like at least have 100, like I was completely shut down. Let's just say that my tower was gone. Akali could just look at me and I die instantly practically, and she was spell vamping like 150 health a hit on a minion, and I was just you can't fight that. You can't fight that. And she just got fed and we lost the game because I still didn't get ganked at that point. And
uh,
uh and I was just sitting there like, what the hell? Can I get a gank, please? And my jungler was just sitting mid, trying to. I think I don't know if it's called. No, it's not called
camping.
snow. Yeah, he was just camping mid, trying to
Yeah.
get a kill, and I'm sitting up here losing my turrets. I lost the last turret to the Nexus, not to the Nexus, but like the outside turret.
See that game right there, seeing as how Nasus, he really doesn't do a whole lot of damage early game unless you're in ARAM, in which case your ass better be AP Nasus. Then, who was your jungle that game? Do you remember?
It was Yi.
Oh yeah, you should have definitely been able to come up there. A lot of times though, AD jungles will get kind of scared if there's like a Teemo or anybody who can disappear because then they feel like, oh, I've wasted time. I'm not getting a kill. But you gotta think about it. That top laner ain't in lane no more, which means she ain't getting experience, she ain't getting farm, she ain't getting no money, which
Well,
means your top lane is.
the thing is that she was so far ahead in farm. Like she had like what around 200 CS. I had like about 80, 90.
Oh
Yeah,
damn.
yeah, and it was bad because I was completely shut down. Like it's I tried farming, but it's so hard to fight a collie or to not like to get stacks. And the thing is I couldn't see us under tower either because she was just tower. She would just tower dive me and then just go in her bubble and then just leave and just tower dive me and go into her bubble and leave. And I was like, I can't even see us under tower. I couldn't fight her under tower either because she would just like it's so hard to fight her
She has a
because
lot of spell vamp. Her passive gives her spell vamp. And if she has spell vamp, then she can regen all day.
yeah, she by a minute 10 she was regening 150 health a hit. 150.
Damn.
Because she was by like the last turret, like outside the Nexus, like the inhibitor turret, and she was just sitting there. She was low. She was just sitting there spell vamping 150, 150, 150, 150. And I was just like, damn. But I mean, yeah,
Hello.
everyone. That's the reason why everyone's in gold and bronze and silver. It's because of that one person. All it takes is one person to lose a game. The whole team can be great, but it takes one person. That's all it takes. All it takes, everyone. All it takes.
Just
Milk is
takes
a
one fuck up.
Nope. The
So
one.
don't be a fuck up.
All
I
right.
mean, we ain't gonna get mad at nobody who's trying their best. But even if you are trying your best, ask questions. I mean, you really shouldn't be first time in a champion ranked, but I mean, if you are curious and you maybe you're not 100% familiar with the enemy you're against, ask questions. What's her passive? What does it do? How do I counter it? You know, shit like that. Don't just fucking keep going in, keep going in, keep going in and dying and then bitching at your team because they ain't fucking helping you.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, anyone's when I go to acts, like sometimes I purposely do it to see how like people act, you know, to see how people are in games, and I just randomly ask people a question, and they're more willing to ask you to not ask you to answer you than you to go in and feed and not know what to do. People are more
Exactly.
willing to ask.
They would rather someone with a half a brain in their head try to get information than for someone with no brain in their head to think that they know it all.
Yeah, it's
I know if I had a support and they were like, "Man, what's Soraka's passive do?" Well, every time she hits you with Q, it reduces your fucking magic resist by like 4 or 6 or some shit. Okay, so maybe you ought to build Merc Treads a little bit faster, or maybe you ought to build, your Banshees a little bit faster. Or some, just don't think you know it all. Like shit, people. Come on.
yeah. Well, this is another video by the milk, and see you guys later.